5, 6, 4, 2, 9, 8, 3, 1.
Guys, today I'm just going to do a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while. So before you, as you can see, there's a very, I'd say rare, especially in the UK. It is a Russian IP-46M Kit, Rebreather. So, a quick history lesson on these masks. So these masks were made from around the late 40s up until the mid to late 70s, but were in operation until the 1980s, where they were quickly replaced by the IP4 and IP5 rebreathers. So the IP-46 and the IP-46M, which is what this is, and I'll go over the differences. They're both a closed circuit rebreather. They were mainly issued to tank crews throughout Russia and the Soviet Union, Warsaw Pacts such as Germany, East Germany, Romania, Hungary, Czechoslovakia and Bulgaria, with minor differences such as the East German one having a white angled tube here, as well as the Hungarian ones and Romanian, but they're all pretty much the same overall. The Czechoslovakian one is the most different, but I'll include pictures at the end of this video. But anyway, so the IP-46 and the IP-46M were both, again, closed circuit rebreathers, pretty much made in Russia, most of them, especially the Russian ones like this, and they were designed to protect individuals in an area where there was low oxygen, where respirators aren't viable or usable, as well as protecting against poisonous contaminants, radioactive substances and biological agents. Most importantly, the IP-46M in particular was required that it could work underwater to a depth of up to 6 meters, which is fairly impressive, mainly for if again escaping tanks submerged or so forth. The facepiece themselves, which was the SHV-SM facepiece, it came in 4 sizes, 1 to 4, 1 being the smallest, 4 being the largest. The way they constructed the mask quite interestingly is if you can see here, there is there's a big seam down the middle of the mask, because it's created, it's cemented together, which is quite impressive. Quite interesting, as you get that on many rebreathers. And considering how long they made them for, they didn't change, they didn't use injection mold or anything, they used the old method. So inside it has a mouthpiece and a peripheral face seal and a nose clip, which I'll just show you now. So it's pretty much like a diving mask, the way it works obviously and so forth, and just the overall look. So in the mask, so inside the face piece I'll show you, so really iconic looking. I think it's one of the most interesting looking rebreathers Russia has made. Anyway, inside again, so hopefully you can see that. Hopefully this is so as you can see, there's an intern and peripheral face seal, a few markings inside, as you can see here, stamped there. So another stamp that says 23, I believe. Yep, there. And this is all an intern peripheral face seal, like on the IP4s and 5s. See here, this is the the nose clip that would obviously go on the nose, where his nose, and the mouthpiece right down into, as you can see how it connects there into the angled tube, the front. Fairly basic, It also uses the respirator style MP or NMM anti-fogging inserts, which is pretty interesting. I'll go over that in a minute. Again, the only other marking is on the back, 56, select N and K, and then here's the size 3 stamps, which is size 3, and yeah, that's mainly all the markings on the mask. Again, it's really aesthetic. I think this is again one of my favourite Russian masks, just how aesthetic it looks, I don't know, I just really like this mask. But anyway, nothing else to see. Again, sort of like a bayonet style piece, which is again similar to the IP4s and 5s. I'll go over that in a minute. Yeah, so one of the main things is not just the mask, but also the rebreathers themselves. The containers, carriers, and bracket system as well. So I'll quickly go into that. So again, going back to some of the history on this kit. So yeah, obviously it has again, I'll show you the inside. So it has an aluminum frame, just a little buckle system here, so you can see that. So as you can see there, you can see that. So hopefully that's the focus, but yeah. So as you can see, so it comes in this double coated, like internal rubber coated on the outside. It's this canvas material carrier. Inside it has the U-shaped rebreathing rubber air bladder, as you can see. I'll try and get this off. You can take it out of the carrier itself, but it's a bit of a pain. So the main difference between the IP-46M is that the IP-46 has these two like resupply sort of plugs at the top. Some of the early IP-46 actually retrofitted these, but one of the other main differences is you can't see it, but underneath the air bladder there's a slight difference, and there's another seal that is in the actual bladder itself. So yeah, it's pretty interesting in that regard. Then obviously the regenerative cartridge this would use would be the RP-46 or RP-46M. The RP-46M was the one they would usually use with the later kits, but they would use them mainly for when they're going underwater. And to put the canister on, they would undo this bracket, put it in there, obviously shut the bracket. That was it. And obviously connect it to the top of the mask, and obviously to the bottom of the air bladder. Quite a simple system. It uses potassium superoxide, which is, as you should know, potassium is very reactive with water. So yeah. Interestingly, you can buy there's these certain air replenishing cartridges for the top of these. You just screw in. They work similar like the IP5s, but they wouldn't really be common for this whole setup. Again, there's not really much else to say. Again, it's pretty unique rebreather compared to a lot of the Russian ones. The interestingly, what also makes this the IP-46M is how on the IP-46, some of the early cartridges didn't require like a protective like sleeve or blanket as they describe it. It's more of a sleeve. Like, so what I'll do is I'll quickly show you that. So in the side of in this side pocket here is something pretty interesting, which I'm glad this came with, which is again the sleeve for the RP-46 cartridge. So it would go into this sleeve. Obviously it's insulated as well, as you can see there, no markings at all, but anyway, so it would go inside of this, which this would then go inside of here. You know, it would obviously fit inside here as such. Obviously with the cartridge on, this is just the cover, but that is put into this pocket on the side here, hence it's elongated. And on the other side there's another pocket, which I'll just leave that on the side, but anyway, there is another pocket on the side which contains the anti-fogging outserts in here. I do have the originals, but they are just a simple NP-NM style anti-fogging inserts. So in the obviously how they would work is very simple. You all know how these work. You know, you've probably seen many videos on these by now. So obviously, you just take them up. Obviously, take that tape off, and then inside you have sets of anti-fogging lenses, as you will probably know. So nothing too spectacular. You've all seen them. So yeah. That there. Anyway, and obviously they go in the same way you would remove the anti-fogging retaining rims, etc. You know how that works, but anyway, I mean, to be honest, that's really all there is about this, to be quite honest. That's the basics of it. I will show you something interesting with the bracket. Again, you can take it out, but it's a big pain in the arse to do so. But on the back of the carrier, you can see there a name identification tag. It's not going to focus. There you go, IP-46M. See there? Anyway, what I'll do is I'll include just a picture of that at the end. So, I mean, that's it. There's also a marking in the carrier itself. It's going to be a bit of a pain to show you, but yeah, hopefully you can see that. Again, I'll include some pictures at the end for you all. So, this is, pretty special. Keep saying rebreather for me, because I've been looking for one of these in a good condition and at a good price, because they are fairly rare outside of Russia. So I managed to get this one for a good price from a fellow Russian collector I met on VK. So thanks to him. Again, I will include some more information probably in the description below. Again, this is just a really quick video because I wanted to make, so pretty excited that I've finally got this, this kit. So, but yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I might redo this video once I get the cartridge, but I have to find one, and they're fairly hard to find. But yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching, you guys. Cheers for the support, and I'll see you. Bye.